Hi guys, I wanted to do a video on proof of applications. Now, I just want to start with this because I want to remind you all that this started with a summer project, landscaping project of a scale model of Stonehenge. Okay? We'll start with the UK giant. I wanted you to notice the protective lines that are almost gone here, but you can just barely see them. What we're going to start with today is something I just thought I'd do as a great spot to begin with. It's Machu Picchu, and I wanted to show you the overlay of Stonehenge on Machu Picchu, from which I took a solstice line. And I wanted to see where this one went. So I decided this one I would try to go around the world, and that wasn't hard at all. Start through the Amazons to the mouth of the Amazon. The funny thing is, I did an overlay of Lake Titicaca. The solstice line basically leads to the same spot. And notice that a lot of these lines don't go around the world, but the ones that do are associated with giants. This one takes you past Santiago to this crazy thing here. Now, archaeologists have had a real tough time with this because it's basically the Eye of Horus in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And the reason I say they had a hard time is they've recently had to acknowledge that these rings are made of different kinds of stone for each ring. This is an artificial structure created, I never say by man, because I don't think man can do this. I never could and never will. This was done by giants. And as a proof of giants walking the Solstice Path, guess where it leads? Straight to the Great Pyramid. And I wanted to show you how exact these people were. Exactly. This line, this solstice path, must have been one of the primal paths. Because who knows how long it was ago that the Sahara Desert was a lush and verdant place. But as we go around the world following this solstice path, notice where it takes you through. Heart of India. And I wanted to show you this, how exacting this was. They didn't miss by inches. Papua New Guinea, such a great place. There's still supposed to be giants there. As we passed, this line leads to Easter Island. Look how exacting this is. With Google Earth, you can't mess up a line. It will turn out as a jumble and it won't go anywhere. And here we are, back at Machu Picchu. Now, the reason I really wanted to do this is to show you how inaccurate these people who decided that they were the illumined ones thought that they'd be. This is the Washington Line. Takes you through to Mexico City. Well, it's all apparently, they want you to believe that there's a 234-mile buffer for these ancient lines. No, it's not. Guess who built on this line? The Bush family. As it crosses out of Maine, they tried to build on this line, by the way. Funny family, the Bush family. Anyway, the line is wrong. And let me show you how wrong it is. Because they want you to believe, and Google Earth is not forgiving. When you're off on your line, it looks off. They want you to believe that this line now becomes the Giza line or something, well, some kind of 234 buffer, 234-mile buffer. Oh, everybody built in between this. No, it's just that wherever they were, they built from. But what they're really trying to connect you to is over here. You know, of course, it's the Dome of the Rock, and they missed right there. Sorry, just oops, we missed. They want you to believe that their special knowledge will somehow cause some kind of energies to rise. Their lines are off. If they're from the ancient people, their lines are exacting. That's why I wanted to begin with the Machu Picchu line. You can go using this solstice pattern that I have discovered. Anywhere in the world, you can do an overlay. And let me show you what I did. From a friend of mine who just got back from the Gay Pride event down in San Diego this past weekend. Had a great time, and she told me about her trip to Coronado Island. Well, I said, well, let me try to do an overlay of Coronado Island. And let's just see where this leads. And you see why this overlay is like it is. This island is manufactured. Some of it's missing. But everything becomes a solstice line from that position. And what happens when you run this line through? Funny thing, it connects to the Blythe Giant. This is kind of beginning to look like Orion too. But it connects to the Blythe Giant. And I wanted you to see what it becomes. Is a right triangle. And I have to think that this is just a teaching some kind of a teaching thing. The Blythe Giant, whose head happens to be facing this direction, looks an awful lot like our friend in the UK, the Chalk Giant. Notice the same protective lines. And guess what? There's a horse. There's actually a lot of horses over there in England, to tell you the truth. They love to do this. But if you follow the head, the very point of the head, it leads you to this area that almost certainly is something that used to be long ago, before it was obliterated by the great asteroid impact that I believe happened around the year 12,000. And you see, these things connect. And it all leads back to our Southern California. This area, the Banning-Beaumont Pass area, is one huge, gigantic Stonehenge. Again, this is Santa Catalina Island. Now I have to say, after going through all the data, that anything with a Santa or a San almost assuredly they've dug up giants at some point. Every single one of these islands, they have dug up giants. San Bernardino, giants. San Jacinto, they just haven't found them yet. I think this is a pyramid that's blasted. And the peaks still, fortunately, exist because the whole mountain is blue granite. That's why I think there are blasted structures here in the pass area. There are caves along the same line. Culminate. Look at this. Standing stones, caves. There's so much archaeology to be done here. It's not funny, guys. Look at this nice rectangular structure of some sort. The whole place is the land of the giants. There were also tablets dug up long, long ago in coal in Los Angeles, with a strange writing on it too. Well, there you go. Just some proofs of application of the Solstice Path, and apparently why the Illuminati are apparently just a little off of their calculations. Sorry to say, but I'm kind of glad. Thanks, guys.